Hello everyone. I'm Happy Hippos, a GM support main, and today I'm going to be coaching a mid-plat game, and just covering basic things that across the board you can do to improve positioning, your cooldown management, ult timings, and just how to work together as a team to get more impact from how you play. Uh, right now, plat is just right below diamond. I consider diamond to be a general, not understanding, but more like a mastery of just basic character abilities and how and where characters can get to. You know, you can know a Roadhog's not going to be able to jump across certain areas. Winston can get to XYZ spots. So Platinum is just right under that. You understand the basics of your
Need a
characters that you
second
play.
tank.
You know character abilities. Your aim is pretty okay.
Can
Your
someone
positioning
switch?
is okay. And just we're gonna have a goal of just improving your strong suits and growing from there. So this is a good example game of what I mean by just improving your effectiveness in a team. So a lot of people, like right now, this is just standard positioning. You have a Junkrat, so it's really good to go left side. Break that shield. I wouldn't fan the hammer here, but you know, hey, it's your thing. Your prerogative,
Let's go
really.
point.
Doomfist is sneaky.
Doomfist
There's
behind.
not much to do to avoid him, like getting that flank right there. He didn't get a kill, so thankfully that's
Reinhardt
good.
anti.
And I got a good
Run out
purple. Right now you're in the front line
Videos?
and you went for a flashbang and didn't have it because you didn't know your cooldown for your flashbang. So in a higher elo, that would have been punished and you'd have died right away. And just, you know, your cooldown thing. You got up close, you didn't have your flashbang, and then you didn't roll away. Just use your cooldowns better. The roll, it's not, you know, a tracer blink where you're going to get out of there instantly, but it will give you
They
an
never
extra couple
extend too
feet
far,
so
guys,
Reinhardt
just
can't hit you with his
try to
hammer,
Yeah,
and, you
you're
know,
two
a
down,
little
then
more
we'll come
distance
back
from
now, so
Roadhog.
overextend.
So it's really good to just keep in mind of your own
Get out of
personal
that, John.
cooldowns. As you get higher, you kind of memorize them and you just feel when they're ready. Right here, flashbang didn't really do much. It hit a pillar. Minor things like that. Anna died there. She didn't call that she was pressured by a Doomfist, so there's not much more you could do. You could and should position with her, and then your diva should be on the point. Right here, the point was, you know, 0 fresh. They just took it. Diva came in way too late, so you lost the point and started fighting. So now you're down 10% while the fight's going on, because there's still one person in the far right fighting.
Group up.
All this time is just free time for them
Nice
that
call.
you would have gained. You would have gained an extra 10-15% because
Let's
one,
get
you
on
would have
point.
fought on the point.
Nice.
You would have had
Doing
just
it
more
with
time
only
on
a
point.
DPS.
I think you should stand in the back with
Just
Zenyatta
focus on
and
doing
Anna,
'cause he's
especially
good.
since Doomfist is flanking.
This is good.
But since there is no point pressure, you're not wrong to want to stand on the point. Your Roadhog and Diva are really kind of wary of getting on the point to engage once you lose it.
I missed shots there. That was bad.
Lucio, notice what Lucio did. He died on the point while they had it, so he didn't buy his team 10-15%, but he didn't stagger himself like you're going to do in a little bit of just falling behind, because
Why didn't
there's
you
no
show
way
up?
he could have saved it. Just die on point, you know, they have to kill you to take it, so you die, and you can start your reset. Anna's sleep dart is down, so for you,
Zarya's
since they have a
low.
close range team, I would use a high noon now to zone them out.
Sam, can you come this way?
I think you would have gotten a lot of use right there as they were climbing up the steps, especially since Anna used her sleep dart. There's 3 or 4 visible, they'd have to hide behind a pillar, and you can just zone them if anything. And right here, no one's on the point.
Christ.
It's at 36% right now when they take it. All this seconds, 37, 38, 39, you're not doing anything. You're not taking the point back by yourself. You're not getting a kill. It's just wasted time. So you gave up basically 10%
Possibly get a far.
just from, you know, not being aware of how long death times are. And in King of the Hill, a death is about 20 seconds, because you died at 36. It's going to take
Just
you,
regroup.
you know, right now 20 seconds just to get close to the fight. So you really want to get together. Zarya, I don't think needed to graph, but, you know, that's good for you. You were down 2 picks anyway. They could have just waited. But, you know, just grouping up, it takes 20 seconds more or less, 20-25. So if you want to maximize your effectiveness, that Death There McCree gave him, you know, an extra 5%, because honestly they would have killed you
can
pretty
make them fall
rapidly
back.
if you were on the point. But it's just the after time, I guess, is what people don't think about, of how long it takes to get and start again. And this is a good pick. Roadhog's discorded. Your Zen's not calling it, but you can't control other people. You gotta focus on yourself. Your team should take this back. You have a
Heals?
nanoed Roadhog, you didn't do anything with it.
Focus too.
That's a really good flashbang. You got 2 people, obviously. You kill the support
Silent.
first, so your prioritization is really good. Again, Lucio dies on the point, so if you want to take it, you're going to have to kill him, which means you're going to have to start his start time sooner. It's not like you're, gaining
Don't push
points
too far
and then he
forward,
dies.
lose it.
So you just gave away, 6-7%, however long he's alive. So that Lucio understands positioning, but he might not be able to get his shots off or, the boops off that he
Looks like
needs.
it's
But he
going right.
understands in King of the Hill, die on the point if you're going to lose it because that's better overall.
Really?
Right here, your high noon is really risky, and this Zarya is kind of bold. In a higher elo, you would have definitely been punished because, one, the teams group together more in a fight. This is a really good dodge, by the way. Teams group together in a fight a lot more,
Lucio
so
as well.
definitely in a higher elo, you would have been punished. Right
Touch
here,
point, guys, just
really
final
good
point.
aim. They're purple,
Nice.
can't get healed. You focus supports over the Roadhog in your face, which is hard to do. Most
Reaper
people
coming on
shoot the
point.
Roadhog for the free ult charge. So
Coming
that's a
back with
really,
ult.
the Ana ult's a good time, but I get it. It's 99
Nice.
overtime. Use it or lose it. But that was really good focusing on your part. So you have really good target
Man,
prioritization.
that wouldn't have happened.
You have,
You guys did not
understand
freak stand.
supports are more important than that. If you have the option, you choose the supports, and you're doing well. So that's like one of the reasons that you're doing well on this point. You kill the Anas before you kill the tanks,
Man,
and that's
don't
so
expect it
vital
all the time, because
that
I'm
people
kind of crap
still
half the
don't know
time.
in GM sometimes. Well, they'll focus a tank because the ult charge and you're landing on your shots because they're nice and big and slow, and you think, oh man, I did 6, or you can say,
I mean,
I
I
did
just went for the
500
2
damage.
healers and then the rest was clean up, so
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, exactly. Kill the healers to clean up. People focus a tank, they get a bunch of ult charge, and like, oh man, I did so much, I don't know why we lost that fight. They didn't kill support, so they did 500 damage, but the
Good
support
top
did
right.
600 healing. The Ana, the Mercy, the Moras. And
Just
yeah,
don't
you're
know
doing a
what
ton of
happened
damage,
frame
but
by
it's
frame.
not
I should watch
effective
that back.
damage. It's not damage that's going to stick and kill somebody.
Oh.
That's a good reaction on the Doomfist. If he wasn't bubbled, he definitely would have died. This
Doomfist
death,
on me, he's one.
unavoidable, really.
Man
You
on
got
point, be careful.
Hanzo'd and
He
Mei
heals.
shot, so that death not too bad. You're with your team
Let's get
together.
a point.
May spamming on point.
Your team's effective. You're gonna notice the other team, their Lucio player, their support,
She's
is,
just good.
I think, dead. And he switched something else, but they're staggering themselves again. They lost the fight. Mei just died. Doomfist, I guess, is fighting for
Doom,
the
get
point,
Doom.
so that's nice. But if it's a lost fight, it's better to regroup. So
Drag in the
imagine
middle.
if Doomfist didn't die here and he went back to spawn. He could be with that McCree and
He
Ana in
heals.
the back right now. And Diva could have saved you.
I can get out of that.
Your friendly Diva could have
They're
saved
coming
you.
left side.
That's just a minor thing that the Diva should be aware of. She could DM literally all the damage that came at you.
Back in the saddle
But
again.
that's give or take. You can't control her. But overall, your aim is okay. Your prioritization is really good. It's just your cooldowns. You don't use your roll at all. You just reload. And you don't use your roll for like escapes or anything like that. You use it for positioning when you don't need to. That's
They're
fine.
really countering us.
This push, you guys got countered.
Rivals.
They don't have a tank, so I mean that's good for you because you're really good against the flankers. Like they have a Genji, and basically any low 200 health target, you're
Just regroup.
really
Don't try to
solid on.
engage alone.
But this second half is your team is doing okay. You're together. You're waiting for the Mei wall to go down before going in. It's not that bad.
Alright, let's just walk onto point, guys.
Just what the doctor
I think there should be more comms.
Mega heals.
Just minor things. Like, oh, your Zen should call like the important discords, not every, because that'd be ridiculous to call like every 5 seconds a discord.
Damn it!
But
McCree behind.
your team could have definitely mentioned, oh, McCree, to the left. Let's fight on point, yada yada yada.
Should just solo ulted
Right
me?
here, your team lost the fight. You're dead. Yours and Yada's dead. Diva just died. Those 3 on point should be trying to run back to your team, because right now it's at
That's the
51.
strongest CC in the game.
Look at how much they stagger. From 51%, those 2 should have ran back to spawn because you're still down.
Was
Even
that
when you
our
get
Zen
back,
or their Zen?
4 to 6 because no one's died on their team. So from 50%, you guys gave away as a group 10, 15, 20%. You died at the 10% mark when your team gave away. You tried to
my
contest the
fucking
point.
God.
Your team was
Back
in.
the saddle again.
You can't do much about it. It's better to die as a group. But from 50%, you could have
Someone's
contested it
top
around
right,
70 because
Top
your Zen and you were
playgrounds.
getting back, and those 3 should have ran back to spawn
Can we
and they
try
were
pushing
reset.
up from top right as well?
But
They're just
you
shaking
gave
us
away
at mid.
30, almost 40% of the point just because you came back. You should have shot the Anna before you high nooned. That's just a minor, nitpicky thing. You obviously came around for the sneaky high noon flank, so obviously that's what's on your mind is getting to a nice 4K and winning the fight real easy. If you shot the Anna before, it probably wouldn't have made a difference because your team still got wiped. But
Let's start over.
it's just a minor thing of you get a guaranteed kill. They don't have a mercy. They can't res it. Guaranteed 5v6. Especially as McCree, you're immobile, and when you high noon, you have a big golden sunlight behind you, big globe, big freaking planet behind you. So you're not going to be stealthy. They're not going to look around and be like, oh, I wonder where McCree is, because you're shouting at the top of your lungs with a big
Grind
flashlight
or,
behind you.
you're pretty
And you're
decent
slow.
hug as well.
So Anna sleep darts can hit you. McCree flashbangs can hit you like the one that hit you there.
If you want to go, just tell me.
Just in general, you don't want to do it alone
this
and
is-
channel it for a long time. If you're doing it alone, you'll see in top 500 GM, your masters,
I'll see what the team
higher
comp is, 'cause I was
SRs,
playing
they do it
DB
real
before and I
quick.
was
They
getting
high
quite,
noon, 1, 2, shoot,
cuts
because it does 200 damage.
so much, so.
Or close
they
to
had a
200,
Genji in
2.5
the
seconds.
Yep, love Genji.
So that's just a nitpicky thing where just experience, I guess, would give you more of an edge. And I definitely
Melee?
recommend watching some higher level players play because they're high level, so they obviously do things
Hanzo
that
on high
succeed,
grounds?
and just take what you can from them. I would stand on the point just because it's just a faster cap. You get an extra 2% instead of one person capping, you get 3. Your hook aims
Get back,
are
Hanzo's top
a bit
right.
shaky. A good way to aim a Roadhog hook
Run
is
full
its
back.
Roadhog hook is deceptively a hit scan. It's a hit scan projectile, and or not
Can I
projectile,
please
but a hit
get some
scan,
healing?
and it determines the hit basically right when you're about to
Anna,
release the
can I
hook.
please get
So
heals?
the second the hook looks like it's about to leave Roadhog's hand is when it's gonna do the hit scan check and hit it for you. So really don't try to lead it like you're gonna lead it like a Hanzo arrow.
Genji's behind.
Do it like a Soldier
one.
76 ult. Make sure that reticle's
got a
on them
Reaper.
as the hook
Reaper
leaves your
hog.
hands, and you're solid.
I'm on
And that's
Hanzo.
something that's gonna
Hanzo
really
one.
improve your aim, knowing that it's a hit scan and it just does a check, a line of sight check between you and the target, right when his hand is about to throw it. That's again just experience of just playing a Roadhog a lot, looking into the myth busting videos when they test what can Roadhog's hook do and what can't it do. Experience is gonna help you a lot. So if you look at my career history, I was diamond when I first started playing on PC because I was top 500 on the console, and I was like, oh, I'll start playing PC. And I just climbed from there. The first couple seasons, I was like, whatever, this is just a hobby. And I started to take it more seriously, trying to become either a content creator or anything like that. And I just climbed to GM, and this season I got top 500, and I was 200 something at my highest. Top 180.
Reaper Genji on the side. Right side.
So it is what it is. Your positioning again is
Heals, please.
it's okay. You're on the
Fine.
point. There's really not much more if you're doing triple tank. Your team's staggered. It's good for you to
Just get out of
respawn.
there and regroup. Or just
Winston
die.
is alive and he's stalling time on point, which is good for him
My
because it's
game
just
is
you get to
completely
99,
fucking up right
and
now.
so once you take it,
Can you guys
it's
even
really
hear me?
easy. So you just need to win
Yeah.
one fight now. There's not going to be win a fight and then they have a
I
chance to stagger
have
and
no
all this.
fucking clue what's
It's
going on.
reducing their chance to win. So that was good on Winston. He did what he had to do. So that's one of the few times where dying after your team, noticeably after, is okay because you're buying time on point. Point is what's going to win you the game. It's going to lose you the game. That's a good listening for Reaper. That's a good call. I wouldn't have Death Blossom just because you have the chance if he doesn't die,
Can I
like
get
he got healed,
heals,
that you'd boop him into your team as Death Blossom, and anyone who got away would die. I think you should heal yourself. You were at 300 health before, which is a perfect time to just
fucking
pop
shit.
your heal, because then you're full health again. You were
Heals,
focused on
please,
the
heals,
Genji,
heals.
so that's fine, but remember that if you die
Get that
you
repo.
lose your impact. So if you can stay at like low health, just mitigate as much as you can, you have much more impact. An example, you're in a fight, it's, you're in a fight long time, and you do 1,000 damage in the fight and you die. But if you survive, and so you step back, go around the corner, you might do 1,500 over a little bit more
Nice.
time, but you're doing more damage overall. And that's something that just comes with practice. You gotta put dedicated practice. Practice make perfect is wrong. It's perfect practice makes perfect.
Oh no,
So you
there's
gotta,
that.
for McCree, improving
I don't
aim,
even know where this
headshot
came
only,
from.
make Lucio and Anabots, and Winston's if you want to try. I don't think Winston exists though. So like this is your play the game, killing the supports first. A Roadhog in your face, and you kill the support. So that's a really good example. All in all, to improve, work on your
God
cooldown
damn it.
management. Just make sure you know what your cooldowns are
Why
and
did
how
I
to use them,
have to get that as a player of the game?
as well as just when you ult, let your team know. You weren't really talkative that game. You kind of talked at the end of the round. Talk and let them know. Hey, I'm gonna use my hand noon. Hey, Anna, do you have your ult? We can combo. Oh, Diva, cover me. I'm gonna ult. Just communicate with your team and let them know what you want to do in a couple seconds in advance. And if they respond, that's great. If not, you can't control them, but at least they know and you're trying to communicate what you want to do. And if they listen, it goes off and you have a higher chance of winning the game. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Follow me, like and subscribe, all that. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.